Hello, things! How are you guys doing? Hi! How are you guys? Happy Sunday, everybody! I was social today. I went out. Hi! Jaeger, you're already a mod, you fucking idiot! I told you shut up because I already did it! God! Dude, I can take it back away if you want to beg for it so bad. You want to talk to people? Yeah, I went outside, but how are you guys doing? Yeah. Jaeger's still a mod? Yeah. Okay, so like I've done this bit before. I think I did it once when Burple was a mod. But if you time someone out for like any reason on Twitch, they automatically lose mod status. It's a fucking hilarious bit. Like I didn't manually unmod him. I just yeeted him to the Shadow Realm and and Twitch did it. Really? Yeah. So much snow. Oh, no. It's still cold here. Well, at least it's not snowing. That's hilarious. Yeah, I've like done it before. It's a hilarious bit. Like, are you up to date with all the new Genshin Impact characters? I am, yeah. I don't play the game though. They lost me at Nate Plan. But I do know about them.
You summoned the snow, didn't you, Pink Thing? This is totally revenge for Patchy, isn't it? You know what? Not sorry. I'm making the family.
I actually have no control over the weather, so that might have been your local fucking cloud deity. Thanks so much for the super. How many minutes will be between the individual list entries? I need to know before Gamma versus. I don't know. Depends on how active the chat is, how many super chats we have coming in, how much I have to say about the character, like... It really, really depends. Really got me Hoyo fatigue. I did, after like 4 straight years of Genshin, and then like Zenless really disappointing me, like in the tail end of like the, like right before 2.0, I was like, yeah, I'm done. Love your art. Thank you! Remember, Lily is God. She can bless or curse us. My luck stat went into effect today because we went out to eat with our Colombian friends, and the restaurant was packed when we got in there, and we were like debating going somewhere else. And I just went, well, if in 10 minutes we don't get our table, no problem. And literally, not 5 minutes later, 3 tables got seated, and then we were next.
18 months with the Pink Queen.
Dark Flame Master, thanks so much for the sub. Thank you. You didn't get rained on tonight? No. Have you watched the new Mario movie trailer yet? No, I haven't yet, but I can't watch it live. Universal fucking ganks all of that. All of it. Hi! Triple Z disappointed you? Billy's too cool. Then I'm gonna choose his outfit for a Devil May Cry outfit I did last year. Yeah, no, like, Zenless has some really, really, really good designs, but like the story was like meh after a bit. Zach, thanks so much for the membership on YouTube. But it's funny, right? Because while I still see a lot of, like, buzz around Zenless, I don't see a ton about Genshin lately. Like, not even on Twitter, where it's normally packed with MiHoYo stuff. You got ganked with the first trailer. I've been ganked by Mario movie trailers twice. Genshin just exists in the background, but, like, still making a fuck ton of money. No, I figured it does. Genshin is old now. It's been like almost 5 years now. I think there's a new Archon, and fuck if I know how they look. No, there's no new Archon yet. They're not even in Seshnaya proper because they're milking that cash cow for all that it's worth. They're like in Not Cry. I do not think, because like the only Archons that we're missing is like the Saritsa, which I bet is gonna be Bronya. Because they did Are you gonna see the new idols in Zenless? I've seen the idols already. I've seen the concept art a really long time ago. I was actually wondering why it took so long for the idols to release. The idols have been designed since, like, year 1. Hi! But for some reason, they decided to release them now? Zenless designs for Zenless are super hit or miss for me. Same here. Like, half of them are really, really good, and the other half are just kind of like meh to me. Sometimes I have everything ready for a gacha character yet, never release it due to not having it in the right time. Yeah, like that probably might be what happened with the idols. They probably didn't have like a story that fit them until now. Hi. Yeah. Do you like the pink bunny thing, Zao? The little lolly one? Yeah, I do. I think it's cute. That's one of the ones that I think is one of the good ones in 2.0 and onwards. The funny Labubu. Yes, exactly. The funny Labubu. That's the one. I like Spook Shake's characters a lot. I like half of Spook Shakes. I like Yuzu and I like Alice, and that's it. The design and stories really fell off with 2.0. I just wish that they would do better for the next update and that the devs will sleep more. I think it's like a combination of factors, right? It's so funny because Wave was actually talking about that when we first started playing Zenless. That he was like, I'm not buying it. It's the curse of the gacha. Year 1 is always so fucking strong, and then year 2 is like, it falls off a cliff, and you know what? He's right. Exactly that happened. Your art reminds me of something. I just can't put my picture on it. Porn! Like, and he was so right. Because usually by year 2 is when the writing falls off a cliff. It happened with Star Rail. It did. My favorite mod? I can't pick out of my mods, but it's not year. I love all of my mods equally. Just like the Persona collab curse. Yeah, like... It did happen with Star Rail, Wave is right. And it happened with Zenless. That year 1 was super strong. Tons of comics everywhere, great designs, the story was really easy to follow. And then 2.0 happened, and the comics slowly started getting replaced with, like, still image CGs. The story became really hard to follow. The character designs became kind of nonsensical. And I just kind of, like, fell off. And it's really funny because with, like... Genshin's story, like, I made it through Inazuma, which was so fucking boring. I loved Sumeru to bits, loved Fontaine. I really enjoyed, like, Liyue and Mondstadt, but once Nate's Land got announced, they lost me completely. But with Zenless, it started really strong, and then it fell off a cliff immediately. I think part of the problem for that is, A, too much crunch on the devs. It's a much smaller team, and they don't let them sleep. Because if you have to release something every 2 weeks, you're not going to be able to make as much stuff as you need to. You need a lot more manpower for that. B, the addition of another design team, which completely clashed with Water Kuma's design philosophy. And C, the writing having to adhere to the obligatory China section. Yes, it is mandatory. The CCP asks for this. Not quite fitting the vibe that Zenless had before. They keep making more gachas as well. They have another 3 lined up, mind you. Like, besides Zenless and Genshin and Star Rail, they have, like, another 3 that they're gonna do. They have one that's, like, a more artsy, looking one. I wonder how the Hoyo Year 2 course would hit Animal Crossing. A ton of, like, Chinese-themed little baby planets. Wait, mandatory China section. All my memberships have been gifted. Thanks so much for the membership tree, dude. Yeah, no, the CCP... China's, like, super nationalistic, right? Like, they have, like, they take patriotism to, like, a whole new level. And I think that the CCP demands that most games at least have something that alludes to the greatness of China or shows off Chinese culture up to a point, and that's why every single MiHoYo game has had China in the second chapter, because if they put them all in the first chapter, a lot of people will just write it off as like, oh yeah, another Chinese game, you know? That's why they don't do that at the start. That's my theory, at least. And that's why the China faction exists, and their designs are indistinguishable from any other Hoyoverse game. Yeah, but it's funny because in Genshin, the Liyue designs were pretty fucking strong in the beginning. I miss the urban setting of Zenless. Hopefully in 3.0 they bring it back. Yeah, a lot of people have said that they want Zenless to go back to the urban vibes that they had before. And I completely agree, because I think that made it a very, very strong aesthetic. In Genshin, the Chinese inspo fits, the rest not so much. The problem with Zenless is that instead of just making like a Chinatown section of the city, they made it like a completely different, it felt like a different country. Hi! If Zenless follows the pattern, everything will shoot back up after they leave the China region. Yeah, but like, by then they might lose a lot of players, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm sorry, Star Rail did not shoot up. Peanut Connie was like a nosedive into the void. Hoyo Masters of the Gooner Gacha games. They're not that goony, though. Hoyo is not that goony. Like, they're not doing, like, straight-up porn skins like Azure Lane is, and, like, Brown Dust, and, like, Snowbreak. Like, if you think that's goony, please go to Snowbreak's Twitter and check out, like, their teasers for the newest units.
Remember when they added daylight to Genshin?
Oh, yeah, and then they did nothing with it. Thanks so much for the super. Like, if you want Goonie, if you want to see, like, the state of gachas, go into Brown Dust's Twitter or Snowbreaks and watch, like, their new, like, trailers, and then come talk to me. It's feet and pits for them, because they can't do booba. If you look at Google Trends, Star Rail has been dying for years. I think it's because they got, like, someone who writes novels to write a game. Like, revenue-wise, it tends to fight. They're always fighting each other. I think the issue with Zenless is its popularity. Hoyo doesn't want to take risks because of now it's making money, kind of like when the companies buy indie studios. Yeah, and that's why so many of their designs are so Hoyo now. In Zenless. Are they firing off rockets? I'm pretty sure that Halo and Genshin was just Hoyo taking bribes for Sony to put it on the PlayStation, yeah. This is why I love and Deep Space will outdo everyone. The lads! Sexy men stay fucking winning! Meow. Oh my god, what if for the Switch, they told me, Hoyo, you guys have to put Mario and Genshin, and they were like, no. Or what if, like, MiHoYo was like, oh, we'll put Mario if we put Genshin on the Switch, and Nintendo was like, no! Yeah, the Hoyo Faith designs were done by Type Moon, as evidenced by the fact that Saber looks like Saber. Are things bad in Hearts of Star Rail? Like, on the dev side? I heard whole seasons have to be rewritten due to IRL politics. I'm not sure, actually, because I don't keep up with Star Rail. The only thing I know about is that sometimes the lead designer for Zenless, which is Waterkuma, has beef with, like, the MiHoYo design team. Aloy was a contractual obligation that they put in as little effort as humanly possible. Yes! To be fair, saying Saber looks like Saber doesn't mean much in Fate anymore. Ah, but in Star Rail it does. We never even got Aloy constellations. You can't do it. Wasn't she the worst unit in game? Yeah, because you can't build her. You cannot build Aloy. Yeah, like Aloy feels like unfinished content.com.org. Aloy wasn't Genshin, she was trash. No, yeah, she was not great. Imagine Link in Genshin. It would be so fucking funny. Also, I'm pretty sure the actual reason why Genshin is never gonna be on the Switch is because Nintendo took real offense to the Breath of the Wild clone jokes. At least that's my standing theory. Nintendo be petty like that sometimes.
People think that Marvel Rivals is a Goonie game. You should basically listen to nothing that these people ever say.
Like, can I say something? Thanks so much for the super. I'm the authority on Goon, okay? I am the CEO of sex. If I say something isn't Goonie, it's normally not Goonie. If I say something is Goonie, though, then it is Goonie. I'm sorry. Like, I draw tits and ass and dicks all day. I can tell you when something is Goonie, very confidently. And I can tell you for a fact, Genshin is not Goonie. Some units lean towards it, but they're not. And Marvel Rivals, a little bit sometimes, but in general, no. Like, Marvel Rivals likes the art of the tease. Like, if you want Goonie, Brown Dust, Snowbreak, a lot of Azure Lane skins, Nikke, but not Genshin Impact, no. Nikke is Goonie, but I think Nikke has always been Goonie by design. Like, the main draw is that the ass is fucking jiggle wiggle for sure when you shoot, my guy. Like, yeah, it's designed for Goon. It's no Azure Lane. Azure Lane at this point needs to make porn. Azure Lane at this point, it's like, mama, just make porn. Zenless by far the Gooniest Hoyo game, except it's not Goonie at all. Well, a little bit, but I won't say it's, like, overtly Goonie. It is, like, the one that's the most risque out of all the Hoyo games, for sure. Hi! Zenless is, like, jiggle physics, and that's it. You'll start Nikke for Goon and stay for the emotional destruction. No, thank you. Thank you for the membership, though, Berserker. The story serious in Nikke and the story serious it can't be Goonie. Sorry, fake woman. It's not like... That's why I wish it wasn't. Because if it wasn't Goonie, I could take it more seriously. Because apparently the story is really good, but I tried playing it and like 2 seconds of ass shaking later, I was just like, no, I can't do it. I'm sorry. Maybe if I just watched the cutscenes. All right, so let's begin tonight's segment, shall we? It is time. So, let's do that. Yeah. Which is funny because I haven't covered Genshin in like the longest time. Am I echoing? I shouldn't be. It's been like 2 years, Lily. Oh, really? Has it been that long, huh? Okay. So, as you guys all know, because if you've been on the internet, you probably heard of Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact was the first gacha game made by a company known by a little name of MiHoYo, now known as HoYoverse. Now, when this game first came out, it kind of took the world by storm, because before this, most gacha characters were PNGs, they were fairly small mobile games, they were fun, but for the most part, you put the fucking phone in automatic and then left it alone, right? Genshin kind of changed that. Because it made like a whole open world thing with a really big involved story. Every unit has like a 3D model. They're all playable. You can do a ton of stuff with them. And during the time of COVID, it fucking exploded. Now, let it be known, yes, I am aware it's not MiHoYo's first game, but it was like their first gacha that took off this bad. Like Honkai Impact the third, and their other Honkai games, I'm guessing. And also, like, what? Tales of Themis? Something. They made an Otome. Those were, like, kind of standard for gachas. Those were doing okay, but the game that really exploded for MiHoYo is Genshin Impact. So, one of the things that distinguished Genshin Impact from other gachas was the units, the designs, which started out being very, very good. Like, they have a design philosophy that has since kind of taken over the gacha sphere, which was very, very pretty, oftentimes quite busy, and more or less very visually striking. The game has been out for like, what, 5 years now? And in that time, we have over 100 units. I would say they're about like 200 at this point. It's so many. So I was actually talking with Hubby, and I was like, I would like to cover Genshin, but let's face it, Genshin's design philosophy doesn't always sit well with me. So I figured what I could do is talk about the designs I do like instead. So from going over the entire roster, analyzing, talking about it with Hubby, picking and choosing, I came up with 15 designs, and some honorable mentions, that I thought were the strongest designs that MiHoYo had for this game. Now, let me preface by saying this. If I don't like your waifu, it doesn't mean I hate you. If a waifu you like is not picked in this design, that does not make you a bad person. It's okay. It is all Lily's personal opinion. I'm not here to fight nobody, alright? So we're just gonna talk about the designs that I personally find very, very appealing, or the ones I would say are the best designs in the game. Which, tricky you'd think, because Genshin has so many, but believe it or not, they have some really strong units across the board that stand out a lot more than others, and we're gonna talk about them today, alright? So let's begin. Number 15! How many characters now, by the way? I don't know, but they have a lot. Okay, so the 15th unit, my 15th favorite design in Genshin Impact is Baby Girl Hu Tao. Now, Hu Tao, when she first came out, had such a strong concept to me. She's such a fun character, fucking funeral director, super quirky, very, very cute, a bit of a dipshit, actually. And the thing about Hu Tao that I like is that the funeral director aspect actually really did show in her design. Like, she's basically wearing an Undertaker outfit with, like, the cute little baby booty shorts, adorable socks, the big jacket, the hat with, like, the symbol on it, and the flowers, and the color scheme is very, like, reminiscent of, like, a funeral. Like, she's wearing all black, and brown. It's a very warm-toned outfit. And she has, like, a lot of rings and jewelry, black nails. She's kind of, like, gloomy. She's always telling people that, like, she would love to, like, fucking host their funeral. Hu Tao, to me, is one of the most fun designs that Genshin has. Because she is basically... You see it, and you get it immediately. It's like, funeral director, you got it. A very peppy one, mind you. But a funeral director nonetheless. She is a goblin child, and, like, again, her personality rings through very, very well. Even just on the wish, like, the hat. The hat is super cute. She has, like, her little ghost buddies. Those are part of her design, which are super fucking cute. She teases people. She poses really weird. Like, yeah, Hu Tao's a very, very fun unit, and she's one of the best designs Genshin has, just because the theming is so spot on, you know? Why are her ghost things called Butaos? I don't play Genshin. I think that was a community joke. Like, that was a community joke that her little ghosts are just called Butaos. She still gets a lot of attention. She has a lot of skins, even like 5 years later, or like 4, because she came out in like year 2, I think. So I do think that she's one of the characters that Genshin remembers the most, fans remember the most fondly. You know? Yeah, she has the really cool rings, the jewelry, but we're gonna talk about we're gonna see the 3D models for these. I have a viewer for that. So I can talk about the details a little bit more. She'll beat you with that ghost. Yeah, and she also has a very fun gameplay gimmick that, like, she will damage herself to do more damage. I had her in my team for the longest time because of that. So it kind of fits into, like, the death thing that she's super into, you know? We just call them Butaos. Yeah, the community just calls them Butaos. They're very, very cute. Yeah, she was originally gonna be a 4-star, but, you know, she's a great rapper. She's terrible! But I think that she has a very, very strong design. Also, flat is justice. This was before the era of the jiggly boobly, where all gacha ladies now need to have massive bags. Hu Tao is flat! Flat as a fucking board! Give me that shit! He's great in Chinese. Yeah, the Chinese rap is goated, but the English one, not so much. Let's look at the 3D model now, before we move on. She got nice legs though. Oh, she has fat thighs, yes. Don't mind the T-pose. I was originally going to hop back into Genshin for this, but I don't have every unit, and Genshin fucks with my expression, so... They're always, like, idle animating too, so it's better with this because I can zoom in. So, like, already with Hu Tao, the thing that I like the most is that the design is so well constructed. Like, this jacket is flawlessly made. It still has that very distinct Chinese aesthetic because she's from the US, so she has to have the Chinese thing going on for her, right? And she also, like, this is actually not a design thing, this is a personality thing, but, like, she makes a lot of, like, Chinese noises, okay? She does ah-ya-ya and shit like that, which is so fucking cute. She has, like, the big tassels. She has, like, almost, like, a big diamond pattern on the back that almost resembles a coffin. She is dressed in all black. But in the West, funerals, people tend to dress in black. In China, I know that they dress in white. But it does, like, really does fit that, like, Undertaker funeral director vibe that she has. There's so many cute details in the outfit. Like the little buttons on the shorts. The little patterns on the fabric of the jacket. Her buttons. Her jewelry, which is, like a black stone, a bird skull, silver rings. Her nails are, like, black with red gradient. There's a lot of good repetition. The silhouette is really solid. The outfit is completely symmetrical. It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense, and it's really, really fun visually. It's very appealing, which is why she's such a cute unit to look at. Like, she's standing there menacingly. Yeah, like, get used to that, mama, because that's the 3D model that we're gonna use, because the idols in the game don't help. It's that or fucking TikTok dances. They're terrible. Do you guys want to see? Yeah, hat is great. Hair is great. She just looks, like, weird and ooky spooky and fun. Death fashion? Yes. T-posing. It's that or stupid TikTok dances, mama. Ever do the TikTok dance for this content? Hi! I don't even know what dance she would be doing. I think it's, like... which do not at all fit the game, you know? Like, TikTok dance. This does not let me look at the design. This is just, okay, tiktokdances.com.org. Oh, no. Yeah. 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 Oh, Wave, or Spanish, feel free to add cartoon, Tom and Jerry cartoon music to this. She's hitting it, yeah. So I can't look at the design like this, so T-posing it is. Look at that shit. And that's why I like Hu Tao. But despite the fact that, like, she has a pretty good design, she's still not the strongest on this list, which is why she has number 15. Why does this fit somehow? Because she would do this. Go, white girl, go. Her eyes are so pretty. She also has unusual pupils, which were not common in that time in Genshin. All right, moving right along. Cease dancing, child. To 14. Lily, why the dancing? Because the model viewer has that. All right, the 14th unit that I find is the strongest designs in Genshin Impact. Oh, we're starting. Yeah, we just started. We're a funeral director. She's a total goober. There's probably gonna be some 4 stars here too. We'll see. All right, the 14th one for me is Malani. Now, the Natesland designs for the most part were very weak. Okay, I'm not gonna mince words about it. You can fight me in the comments. I'm not gonna fucking listen. The Natesland designs for the most part were super weak. But even if the cast for the most part in Natlan was pretty weak, there were some outliers. And Maulani is one of them, okay? Maulani definitely has a very distinct, like, Oceania, Pacific Islander vibe that I love. This was, like, one of the few things that made me, like, kind of, sort of, think about going back into, to the 5th region of Genshin Impact. It was Maulani. But she was not strong enough to get me back in there. Surfer Girl. I like this design a lot because I feel like it fits the very tribal aesthetic that Natlan, I think, should have gone for. It's very cute. It's very peppy. It fits the vibe. She looks like a Pacific Islander. I love the fucking tan lines to bits. Her eyes are super cute. Like, the aquatic theme is very on point. She's very athletic. There's so much movement to her design. And that's why I think that she does make the cut for me, despite the fact that the rest of the nation was just not it, mama. Yeah, her design is actually one of the ones I think is, like, the best. And it's just so peppy and so fucking cute. She looks super bright and cheery. And she is, yeah. She has a lot of bright colors. She has a really fun silhouette. It's, like, embellished, but not so much.
Big Urelli energy.
A little bit, yeah, except Yareli is more magical girl coded and Molani is a lot more like surfer girl coded, right? And despite the fact that I didn't play Natlan, I could tell what her vibe was just from looking at her, and usually that's a good thing. That's what you want in character design. Are those supposed to be tattoos or tan lines? They look like tan lines to me, but I think that in-game, if you have the unit, if you do certain things, she'd get shiny, so... Natlan? Yeah, because they don't pronounce it right. Like, some VAs pronounce it Natlan cabron, which is how you should pronounce it, and others call it Natlan. But I think, they look like tan lines to me. There is such a thing as white tattoos, but they're not common. Tattoos for normal people, tan lines for people with fetish. Exactly. Let's see the 3D model. When they use their skills, the marking's low. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to tell. All right, so Land of Nate. Baby. So this is Maulani's actual 3D model, right? Isn't she cute? You can appreciate the details in the outfit a little bit more here. Like, she's very dolphin-coded. Super dolphin-coded. The thing I like about her is that, unlike most units in Nate's Land, which went stupid urban and stupid modern for, like, no good reason, Maulani to me still very much looks the part of a fantasy RPG character, which is kind of like the vibe that Teyvat had up until that point. She's super cute. She has all the big bows, the ridiculous hair ornament, the cute little animals all over her thing, a lovely color scheme, really, really nice use of repetition, only a touch of very playful asymmetry here and there. Hair color is very solid. Her skin tone, like, let's face it, this character is white, but, like, this is about as tanned as you're gonna get in Nate's Land, okay? It doesn't get much darker than this. But thanks to the hair being so light and her tan line / tattoos, she does look darker, which I think fits because, again, Pacific Islander, you're gonna be in the sun all the time. I do like this outfit quite a bit. I love the, like, little thing that looks like a sea slug on her wrist. It's on her bow as well. It's very fun, it's very athletic, it's a very, like, cutesy outfit. It's a very good use of color as well. We have the yellow as an accent, blue and white, and one little baby pink accent here and there. That just ties the whole thing together and makes it pop. I think it looks so adorable. Look at that shit. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? Adorable. And I like it because her whole outfit kind of resembles a swimsuit. But it also looks super tribal and super fun. I think it's interesting that her tattoos are like negative space. So her tattoos are paler than she is, when I think that makes her skin tone pop out a little bit more. Why does the mouth have to be like that? Like what? Like a line? Well, because it's anime. What do you mean? The lack of melanin in Natan made me sad. Me too. Oh! Stick your dick in that chat. The plushie in the back. Stick your dick in that chat. The white marks are not sunblocked? No. No, Lily, why? Can she spin? She does TikTok dances too. Lily, what? I like the fixed pupil eyes. By this point, Genshin was more used to the unusual pupils for characters, so they started doing it a lot more. But yeah, she has really cool hair, a really nice color scheme, and a really cute theme overall. So that's why I like Molani. I do think overall she's one of, like, if not the strongest unit in Nate's clan, because she just kind of fits the vibe. The theme is perfect with her. It's just fantasy, Pacific Islander, surfer, very fun, very athletic, very cute. Make her TikTok dance. No, we can do that later. All right. 13, mama! Fish pats, not plaps. Plap it! Mona. You guys would probably assume that I would put Mona higher up on this list, but there are characters that are higher up on this list. So, Mona, for me, is one of the first ones that I kind of have to, like, you know, a little bit, just, This is pre-CCP censorship Mona, which I get to keep because I am in the North American server. Ass. The ass unit. The unit with the fat dumpy. The tsundere witch that fucking cannot defy fate, is always broke, and has fat fucking hips. It's Mona! Mona has a very special place in my heart. She is one of the OGs, okay? Mona is one of the first units that Genshin Impact had. And isn't she fucking pretty? She had such a strong concept from the get-go, like astrologist, witch, magic, a hydro unit. Ending Smile, thanks so much for gifting 5 tier 1 subs to community. Thank you. It's so fucking cute. What fat hips? Well, they were fat at the time, actually. Now they're not. But when this first came out, because she was one of the OGs, everybody was just like, ass. I love this character's design to bits. Like, all of the space elements are there, stars, moons, shinies. The witch aesthetic was so fucking strong. The Moogie brows. Like, Mona is one of those units that when I think of Genshin Impact, I see Mona. Mona is one of those units from Genshin that I could draw Mona today and she would pull as many fucking likes on Twitter as what she used to when she first came out. She is that strong a character. She is one of the most popular characters in Genshin Impact for very, very good reason. The design is goated.
I love Mona's design. It communicates both her character and gameplay gimmick perfectly. The redesign looks so generic in comparison.
The redesign is lame. I will say this. The redesign is really, really lame. I know what they were thinking. The CCP made them, but like, the OG one is iconic for a reason. So let's see the 3D model so I can go into some of those details and explain to you guys why it works as well as it does. Look at my baby girl. Thank you. So, Mona, right? This is the OG design she has. All the skins are here, too. The thing that makes Mona so cool is how they incorporated the theme of the character into the outfit. So, Mona is an astrologist. Predictions are kind of her thing, and she works with the stars. So, What did they do? Also, look how no, I'm sorry, but her ass is fat. I am sorry, but this cake be going places. This is the CCP offender. This is the thing that made fucking the Chinese government go Bing Shiling and fucking tell me Hoyo to cut that fucking shit out. We don't want our good fucking Chinese netizens drowning in that ass. Give her lame booty shorts. This is the ass that fucking got me Hoyo in trouble. I'm convinced, okay? Convinced. Like, damn. Like, damn, girl, you're going out there with fucking swinging all that around? Like, Jesus. Bings were not in fact Qiling. She got nerfed. Like, whoo! And you're in North America.
That's not cake. That's an entire bakery.
Yep, if you were in North America, you'd get to keep this, by the way. The wedgie, though. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, like, there are star motifs everywhere on her character. On her tights, on her leotard, on her sleeves, on her hat. The moon is present as well. The asymmetry in Mona's design is so fucking clean, because, like, half of the tights have a ton of stars and the other half have, like, lighter colors. And they also have, like, this, like, thigh jewelry, which is so fucking pretty. Like, so fucking pretty. Just this moon and star thing. Her color balance, like...
Is this list going to include any not cry characters cause Lord above the things I'd let Flints do to me?
Stick around and find out! Thanks so much for the super! Like, the color scheme is so well balanced. It looks like the night sky when it just starts to get dark. It has a red accent that really, really pops. It makes her vision stand out all the more on her back. It's like schmancy and beautiful and so cool. Because Mona's a pretty cool character. She's like so funny, always broke all the time. But like, thematically though, the character is flawless. Absolutely fucking flawless. And I will literally stick to my guns that if you ask me, hey, when are you gonna make a Genshin porn next? I would make a comic of Mona without thinking twice about it. Mona is the only character, fun fact, in my entire career who has gotten like a full fucking set of animations from me. The only one. That's how much I like this design. However, Mona still pales in comparison to some other units in Genshin. Bonus for why the CCP design does not work. Fucking terrible. Fucking terrible. So, why does the CCP design not work? Let me break that down for you a little bit. First of all, her silhouette is completely ruined. The thing that the leotard has that the CCP design doesn't is readability. The line of flow for the character gets disrupted completely. Because now, instead of going from the star pendant on her chest and down her body, following the line of the stars on her thighs, and then down to her feet, you get cut off. You get cut off at the fucking thighs. It stops your fucking line of sight immediately. And then you get cut off more because there's no longer any flow to the hip designs. Not to mention, the color scheme has been completely disrupted. You went from having a very nice, cohesive, purple, dark blue, to a dark blue that is no longer a warm tone. This went from having a warm-toned blue to a cool-toned blue, which kind of destroyed the fucking visual cohesion completely. The patterns are fine. Mind you, the patterns look fine. But messing with the color on the leotard already did a lot of damage. Then you lightened the red in the back, you added more stars, you added more visual noise, you made the design way more distracting. So while she does technically look similar to her OG, this one, also the shoes are no longer symmetrical, that completely destroys readability. This one is not as cute to look at. Let's move on. Overall, I do prefer the OG skin. I am in the North American server, so I do get to keep this. I think that they really biffed it.
Mona's beta design had one of the legs completely bare. It was terrifying.
Oh yeah, no, I'm glad that they covered them both. But yeah, I do think that the OG design is much better than the CCP nerf. Thank you for the super. Okay. Number 12! Alright, let's see it. Dane Sleeve. Now, Dane is one of those characters for me that I don't see him often, because she shows up in just a few Archon quests throughout the story. However, the thing with Dane Sleeve is that Dane Sleeve actually has a really neat theme. Dane Sleeve is like, ow, the edge, Dark Knight, chasing after fucking Lumine, cursed, edgy, in pain forever. But, like, he has that, like, kind of, like, spacey, dark void vibe that most of the, I forgot the name of the thing that he is! Arlecchino is one of them, too. The thing that cursed the fucking Hilly Churl's Lake! Yeah, he's from Canria, and the Canria units tend to have, like, dark skin, kind of like, they're cursed, so they always have stuff like this, right? They're also immortal. So, like, he does look old and tortured and sad, and, like, that's the vibe with Dainsleif. But I actually really, really dig his aesthetic. He's super fucking pretty. I don't know if Dainsleif is playable yet, but I do know that he's an important NPC in the story. So and I do have the 3D model for him, by the way. So we can look at that closely, because this is not giving me a lot to work with when it comes to talking about the design. Hello, Edgy! Hi, Edge! So the thing with Dainsleif is that you'll immediately notice a couple of key things about his design that may remind you of Paimon. He has the sparkly stars on his cloak. He has, like, some dingly-dangly bits here and there. The thing I like about him is just how well put together the elements of his outfit are. He has the eye patch, which already adds a lot of visual interest to him. Really high collar. All of the engravings and golden details on his outfit, like, draw your eye to his face, which is where you should be looking. Has, like, a nice little cape on the back as well. His coat is actually a coat. It's not, like, an abstract deconstruction of a coat, which happens a lot with later Genshin designs, I'm sorry to say. You can see his curse on one of his hands, but it's really, really subtle, so it's not that distracting. He has, like, a little bit of armor here and there, like, mostly on his hands. Nothing too obscene. Nice boots, greaves as well. Like, Dainsleif to me is like the Prince of Darkness archetype made into a perfect character design. And that's why I like it so much. It's literally that, the Prince of Darkness. Like, you know that he's, like, technically Lumine's knight or whatever, at least last I checked. But it does really fit him to have, like, this kind of, like, Prince of Darkness vibe going. Hi Meg. We're talking about Genshin. I love the Starry Cape so much. I love the Starry Cape, too, because it calls back to, like, Kanria is one of those things about Genshin that's, like, super story important, but there's a lot of, like, symbolism to it, a lot of, like, the stars and stuff, because it ties to Celestia directly, I believe. So them putting, like, the starry sky on it is a really, really nice touch. In general, it's a phenomenal outfit. I actually did not notice till now. I was today days old when I found out that he's not wearing a sleeve on his right arm. That's his bare-ass arm. That's just the cursed arm. That just coming out of, like, half a jacket for some reason. I used to be obsessed with this game. Hi, Lily. Hi! Yeah. But yeah, like, it's one of those designs that even after so many years, it still goes hard as fuck. Which is why I like it so much. I do think, though, that, like, for a character that's so important, he should show up more. And his design is really, really, really pretty, though. But again, he's, I think, one of the strongest NPCs, but not the strongest, I think. You personally feel going to his art critiques helps with your art growth? Yes, it does. It helps me observe a lot of details. 11! There was, like, actually, I had to, like, line these up with hubby, by the way. I couldn't do it by myself. We actually had to, like, design on this list together, because we could just not settle. All right, number 11 is Shenhe. Hello, Mrs. Belly Button. Now, Shenhe, for me, is one of those MiHoYo units that I can't quite tell what her vibe is from looking at her, but look at that butt. Like, Shenhe wins because she's hot. Like, it's one of the few units I have in Genshin that I'm obsessed with the design because of just how appealing it is. I'm sorry, like, mama, like, you can't argue with them hips and those nips, like Shenhe, for all of the things that she's not conveying to me like fucking story-wise through the design, she does do really, really well. in conveying a very stoic, icy personality, and in conveying just like pure sex appeal in characters. Those holes are your side of their hand-ins. Shenna's so fucking hot. How is he this low? Hello, was this raid? Dude, there's only 15. There is only 15. But yeah, Shen has a very, very fun unit. She has like this tight, super sexy bodysuit. We have like the red ropes that are supposed to help her like, yeah, hold back on her like fucking bloodlust or whatever. All over her suit. She has like that little like boob cape that like covers them things from like nipples poking out because they would. Beautiful sleeves, just generally very, very pretty ornamentation. She fits on the Liyue aesthetic perfectly as well, while still being a very, very sexy, like, Genshin. And I say this, like, so fucking not lightly. After a while, they started resorting to, like, the same silhouettes for design. This is actually a, like, in general, MiHoYo problem, not just Genshin. So Shenhe being, like, full bodysuit was actually quite a surprise. I was very, very used to them doing, like, cute little short dresses, or the dress with the slit on the side. So for Shenhe having, like, a full bodysuit, it surprised me. And she has, like, super long, beautiful hair, a gorgeous hair ornament that's like a comb, I think. That's a very integral part to her story. I did play Shenhe's story, and to me, I don't think that there's been a character like that has been as down cataclysmic for Ether as this bitch. Silhouette is top most important aspect for me in character design. Yeah, and, like, Shenhe has a good one. Shenhe has a really good silhouette. Let's see the 3D model. So, fun thing about Shenhe is that the mesh on her suit, like the thing like in the middle and on her right leg, that shit used to be implied transparent because you could see like her belly button. And the CCP saw that shit and was like, get rid of it! They could not stand the fucking umbilical cord. They could not stand the belly button on this woman. She has a very strong silhouette, yes. And it's really very, very cool because she has bird motifs everywhere. If you guys don't know, she is literally like Cloud Retainer's daughter. Like, her mom is a bird, okay? Predominantly cool tones all over it. Her hair actually did turn white thanks to Adepti magic. She's super, super strong. I love the bird motifs everywhere on the costume because it looks like she has wings and like a swallowtail. Absolutely gorgeous. The black bodysuit is super pretty. Red ropes are the accent color for her because it's an important part of her story. But they actually stand out a lot because since most of the outfit is so predominantly cool toned, the warm tones like reds pop a lot. So you see them almost effortlessly. Same with like the gold. It's a very nice little bit of ornamentation. It frames her body really, really nicely, but it lets the red stand out even more. No grippers? Grippers! Oh, and she has like fucking painted grippers. Painted grippers, chat. We love painted grippers. Stirrup grippers. Look at that. Look at her shoes. Beautiful shoes, like, and again, the asymmetry that this outfit has, it's just so like nice and subtle. It's just some cutout on her legs and that's it. Everything else is like super symmetrical, well put together, beautiful. It looks like she has like feathers sticking out of her sleeves. Amazing silhouette, great line of flow. Shen has a beautiful character, I think. Thick thighs, save life. Dude, no, this woman is built like a Greek goddess. This woman is fat dumpy, fat thighs, beautiful figure, obsessed with Ether's dick. Like, what more do you want? She's a bit of an ice queen, but she warms up with time. Like, she starts feeling her feelings. Like, she's super sexy, I'm sorry. And the design is really good. I'm not getting Exorcist from this, but I am getting that she's related to Adepti in some way, and that's the important thing.
Shenhe shows up during New Year's events and basically goes, "Oh Ether, hi." And what? To everyone else, she's also delivery girl.
Like, you cannot tell me that she's not obsessed with Ether's cock, okay? So yeah, that's why Shenhe's pretty high up there, but again, there are stronger units in here, okay? Like, there are some really, really good ones.
I
okay,
do
we're in
enjoy
top 10.
Shenhe a lot. Honestly, her and her bird mommy are fantastic. She got her fashion sense from her mommy.
Oh yeah, Cloud Retainer was all over that shit. Thanks so much for the super. All right, number 10, let's go. Top 10. This is where This is where the waifu fights are gonna start, okay? Because, yeah, I didn't pick a lot of y'all's waifus. I'm not sorry. Okay! 10. Ganyu. I started playing Genshin Impact because of the stupid goat. This is the thing that led to me falling into the rabbit hole. This is the thing that led to me drawing Genshin Impact for like 4 years straight. Ganyu, first of all, let me just give her a little, I was on the fence about Genshin. Everybody was telling me to try it, like, let me just, And then I saw this unit, and I was sold. Because she is so beautiful, so serene, so icy, so gorgeous. The animal fucking girl aspect was just right out there in the open. It's adorable, eepy baby. She looks just so cute. She has, like, fat thighs, a really cutesy little dress, like, the bodysuit. Like, this is a great combination of, sexy and also adorable, which is something that I think that Genshin is pretty good at. I only thought that Ganyu had a generic design, and I realized it was everyone else copying her. Yep! Ganyu's design is so iconic that it inspired a lot of copycats. Hell, even MiHoYo itself never recovered from it. Like, if you know, you know. Ganyu is also one of the characters that, like Mona, if you look her up on the Funny Green site, she has so much art. So much. I think I've contributed for like a good 30% of it. But like, Ganyu is one of the more iconic Genshin designs, and that's why I think to this day, no one can ever forget her. The Coco Goat be Coco Goating, okay? Like, so much porn. And it's a really good design. It's very strong, you know? She's so pretty, she's so cute, she's actually very hot. She rocks those, like, detached icy sleeves and the bodysuit as well. Let's see that 3D model, actually.
One thing I love about Ganyu's and Shihei's design is you can see they are like part of a set. Like she has the bottom part and Shin has the top part.
They have very similar design philosophies, and Ganyu was done before Shenhe. Yes, thanks so much for the super. So, like, the thing that makes Ganyu very unique is that the animal girl aesthetic was actually very well used on her. It was very well executed. So she has her horns, which are probably the most iconic bit about her. And the horns are in a dark color, but with a really bright accent, which is in red. And you see that accent repeated in her outfit a few times, but it's mostly in the bottom half. She's also interesting in the fact that she has, like, a bodysuit that just has a coat on top of it, or, like, a half a dress on top of it. Ganyu, if you're, like, gliding around in Genshin Impact, you just get ass in the face immediately. You know? Here you go. Like, boom. So she has a bodysuit on top of dolls, underneath all of that. And she also has a lot of really pretty ornamentation. Ganyu also uses asymmetry in a very subtle, elegant way. I like that a lot of her outfits details point to ice, because she's also a cryo unit. That's kind of her thing. So she has a lot of blue. She has a lot of pointy triangle bits that like are reminiscent of like icicles or snowflakes. But the character overall's shape language is incredibly soft. Like, she's foofy, you know? She's like very foofy, very soft, very pettable. Not a lot of bags. And I think that's because it makes the bell that she's wearing around her neck stand out, which again ties to like the goat thing, to like the animal girl theme. I think it's so fucking cute. Her eyes are a nice like little neutral color, because I think that like the star of the show with Ganyu has to be the horns. That's the thing that's like the cutest about her. And the ice elements as well. So she has like a lot of really pretty elements. The red accents are great. The red knots that have her vision look beautiful. Little baby red flowers on her shoes as well. And yes, if you look at Shenhe, her outfit does mimic some of what Ganyu wears. It's predominantly cool toned, a lot of black, a lot of blue, and then red accents as well. So Ganyu is super cute. I actually really love this unit. She has like little wings on the shoes, so there is some bird in there. Like, you can tell that there's stuff that like Cloud Retainer gave her, you know? And that's why I like her so much. She's actually the unit that got me into Genshin Impact. I saw her and I folded like a wet paper napkin, okay? Because it's just so adorable. And again, this goes to show that like, even if these are old, they still keep up with the newer units. Do you like the rat hair, or should you need to have a ponytail? I actually really like the rat hair for Ganyu. I think it's really cute. I think I've seen the most porn of this girl out of all of them. You can tell when a fucking MiHoYo character has a good design by the sheer amount of not safe for work that people make. That's how I see it. If I like see a lot of artwork of like the newest fucking MiHoYo girly, I know that that design is good. Like Bernice, who? Yeah, I've seen Ganyu taking dicks 50 ways from Sundays, chat. Okay, next. If you had done this stream when you wanted to do top 10, none of this would have showed up. No. All right, number 9. All the good designers switched to Zenless. It's just Water Kumon. He was hired for Zenless. Okay. Kokomi. I am obsessed. This is one of my favorite units in Genshin. Not just because of design, but because of theming, the voice, the fishiness. I love mermaids. Like, So, you'll be pleased to know that despite the fact that the writing was the absolute buttfuck worst in Inazuma, it had one of the stronger design elements because we had a theme, and the theme was Japan, you know? Like, Kokomi and Ganyu are probably my favorite characters in the entirety of Genshin Impact, and with Kokomi, the thing that I like the most is the seamless blend of East and West. Normally, Japanese clothing doesn't have ruffles, they don't have, like, fluted cuts, they don't do round shapes. Japanese clothing tends to be very straight cut. Kimonos are very straight cut. You see stuff like this on, like, Western, like, Lolita-style kimonos more than anything else, right? And the cool thing about Kokomi is that everything on her outfit is cut and positioned together in a way that makes her feel like a mermaid. She is very fish-themed, and it shows, right? She's aquatic in nature. She's a hydro unit. She, like, lives on an island. She's a priestess. Like, it's the type of, like, thing... Also, like, she swims with wet socks, and that gives me ick. But it's okay, I can ignore it, because she's so cute. She is such a cute unit. Fish. Yes, she's also, like, a very good healer. I think I still have her on my team. She's, like, an elegant mermaid. Yes. Everything from, like, the really soft colors to, like, the, like, watery cuts of the fabric. All of it, like, kind of, like, lends you to think that she looks like a fish. Like, she's like a mermaid princess. She's also super regal and very, very elegant. And all that shit makes her feel even just the cutest thing on the planet. Like, she is very, like, princess coded. She has, like, hime bangs and everything, you know? Mermaid fairy. Moonlight Duels actually made a doll out of Ganyu. I thought she did Kokomi too, but I was wrong. No, I mean, Kokomi is a pretty, like, good design, but she's not, like, the most popular unit. Fish girl with a crush on Ether. Everybody has a crush on Ether. It's a gacha. Let's see the 3D model. So Kokomi, I think that I can appreciate her silhouette a lot more here with the T-pose, so I can, like, actually show you the details. From the front, she looks like a fish. I'm sorry, she looks like a fish. She looks like a mermaid. The cut of the fabric and the way that, like, the entire outfit is put together makes her feel like an actual fucking mermaid. The really soft colors, the fluted edges, the lines on the fabric that make it look like fins. She also looks like she's wearing a swimsuit as well, because under all of this, she has a little baby bodysuit. It's a little baby bodysuit that's attached to her with pearls. Super fucking cute. The little jacket oh, I forgot about the seashell on the back! That's so cute! Her fucking giant obies have a big seashell on the back. She has, like, one very, very bright red accent, but that's about it. Her color scheme in general is very, very cool. But it blends the cool and the warm tones together really, really well. I just really like the shapes for Kokomi's design. Repetition with pearls, with, like, the fluted edges of the fabric, the ruffles. It's so Japanese, but also so Western at the same time. It's absolutely adorable. She looks like a beta fish. She does look like a fish. I think that's part of the point. Her headdress also looks like fins as well. She's just so fucking cute, chat. She's incredibly soft, has a really good sense of flow. I would say that Kokomi, to me, has the best flow out of any of the Genshin designs because of how your eye so easily travels down her silhouette. Like, you don't get stuck on things with Kokomi. It's not chaotic at all. She's so friend-shaped. So fucking cute. Did they make those pearls flat? It was a different time. She flows like water. Exactly, and that was the point. She's a very, very good, like, if anybody has to fit, like, the Hydro unit, like, aesthetic, Kokomi does it. And she's just adorable for it. And that's why she's such a strong unit, because, like, the theme was fish, and she nailed it. So many water girls. You have to. Some of the water gals have some of the best designs in this fucking game. I'm sorry. Water is very easy to work with. Like, it has a lot of really good shape and flow. She has almost the most symmetrical design. Her design is completely symmetrical. Just some minor things here and there with color, but for the most part, her design is symmetrical, yes. Another thing I really enjoy about the old school MiHoYo designs is that this was busy, but it was not over-embellished. It was only made busy because of the amount of fabric on the kimono. She has a lot of jewelry, but this is not hard to follow at all. This is actually not that hard to draw. I can actually draw Kokomi no problem. But we must keep the list going, chats! Goodbye, my beloved fish! I love her so much. Water has the ability to take any form. That's why you can have a lot of, like, liberties with designs like this. Bye, fish. Goodbye, fish number 8! Number 8! Number 8! I don't know if it's gonna be a fish. Call that shit fluid design, because it is! Yae Miko. We continue the trend of Inazuma having very, very good designs, and we go with my goat! The pink thing to end all pink things, like fucking bisexual dream. Yae Miko, my goat, like... Yae Miko is up here because she has, like, the fucking Shrine Maiden aesthetic down to a fucking science, but it's so sexy! It's perfectly teasy and cute and sexy without being too much. She's, like, all leg up in this bitch, chat. The color, the use of color is phenomenal. The patterns are super cute. She fits that, like, kitsune aesthetic, even though she doesn't show her tails normally. It's just very, very, very nice. Like, pink bias. You fucking bet your sweet bippy. Look at these legs. Look at these fucking legs. This is 80% leggy. Like, grippers! Grippers with pink nail polish and ankle bracelets. God! The really long sleeves, like, just the stitching. It's such a good fucking fit, you guys. The biggest girl boss, gatekeep, and gaslighter ever in Genshin. Oh, she's terrible and I love her. She is fucking butt awful. Yae Miko is one of the most fun characters in Genshin because she's actually, like, morally gray.
Your goat? Wouldn't that be Ganyu?
Ganyu is technically not a goat, actually. Now that you mention it. Like, I'm sorry, but I like Yae Miko because she's kind of not a good person. And in fucking Genshin, that's a bit of a rarity. Most characters have to be likable in gachas. So Yae I like quite a bit. It's not just because she's pink, but the pink helps. Let's see the 3D model. The look she gives in her ult when she destroys her pelvis. Nothing to fix here? No, nothing. Like, it's literally one of the best designs in Genshin. So the outfit itself I like a lot because it's a very nice deconstruction of your traditional Shrine Maiden outfit. If you guys have never seen a Shrine Maiden outfit before, it is usually a white shirt that, like, fastens like a kimono with a red skirt, a really, really big red skirt. And for Yae, what they did was they made it a little bit sexier, gave her some nice side boob, but, like, the core tenets of the outfit are still there. She's still wearing mostly white up top and red on the bottom. She has black stitching on for accents and a really big black obi for accents as well. Her only accent colors in this entire outfit is, like, gold. She's not really wearing anything besides the very traditional red and white. And I think that they purposely did that so, like, we would not lose sight of the Shrine Maiden aesthetic. There's sakura petals all over the fabric that she's wearing. That makes the fabric look like silk. Definitely fits her vibe, because those are pink and those are actually surrounding her temple. She is wearing just normal sandals with some ankle jewelry. Grippers out! Grippers the fuck out. It's a very nice, soft, warm color scheme. There is barely any cool tones in here, except for her vision and some bits in purple here and there, and her earrings. Her headdress, and she does have ears, by the way. She does have actual fox ears. They're just like... For some reason, she's like a lop, right? Like, you'd think that her ears would be standing straight the fuck up. No. Yae's ears actually pinned to the back for some reason. I think they look super cute. They're still very, very, very fluffy. I really like her headdress because it looks like a halo. I love the purple accents because not only does it look really good against the red and white, but it ties to like the Electro Archon directly, which is also known as Yai's girlfriend. And in general, it looks like really, really good. It sticks right on theme. I think that's the reason why Yai has such a strong design. It's because like they understood the assignment with Yai and Miko. They really did.
Yay Miko Comic Quinn? I need her to be that top.
I've already made like 2 of them. Go to patreon.com/kinkimation if you want to fucking see all the Genshin comics, because I haven't taken them down. They're still up there. Just don't go in there if you're under 18.
Every interaction with her felt like I was being used, and she's so memorable for that. She's so unique in personality. I only like her for the story.
Yeah, like, it always kind of felt like she was asking for something, and then I would squint and be like, is that for me or for you? And I kind of love her for that. Thanks so much for the super. But yeah, Yai is a really, really good unit. Oh, also, insert gsupps ad here. Chilling. I'll let the editors take care of that for this time. Like, yay, Miko. Yeah, I love Yai. I think she has such a good design. Okay, fine. You know what? I'll do the ad read myself. Do you want to pull every waifu that you've ever wanted on a gacha, but you don't have energy to stay up all night farming to get those sweet, sweet primos? Then I have the product for you! Ladies and gentlemen, may I present gsupps Energy! Each tub has 100 servings of absolutely delicious flavor, sugar-free, keto-friendly, and may I say, like, the cheapest fucking energy drink on the market. You go outside in the middle of the night, in the middle of your Genshin run, you interrupt your Ganyu shooting that stupid flower thing for the 5th time so you can crown her twice. And you have to go outside to the fucking kombini to go get a monster? Ew! Why not just go to your kitchen and make yourself a nice gsupps in a perfectly goony waifu cup of your choice? It comes in so many different flavors, in so many fun varieties. They also have Gamer Aid, which does not have caffeine, but that's just help with focus and hydration. It's absolutely delicious, chat. They also have awesome merch, apparel. They have fucking soup. If you're too lazy from your waifu grinding to make yourself dinner, just fucking pick up some noodles.
Just got rad sickness. It's a very nice, pleasant flavor.
Sorry, wait, I can't have you interrupting this one. Like, they have new flavors every so often by creators and by the gsupps peeps themselves. Just a ton of really, really cool stuff. And if you are like me, that you cannot handle caffeine because it will destroy your fucking stomach, you can have the caffeine-free versions. I always suggest people give gsupps a shot. I've been drinking it for like a year now. It's helping me kick soda immensely. It's super fucking tasty. And I always really like it, okay? So, if you want to get your own gsupps, you want to try out that tub, go to gamersupps.gg/kinkimation or use code kinkimation at checkout for 10% off your entire order. Now I can play Waves a bit. You interrupted me mid-sentence, sorry, hun. The new flavor which Wave got is, let me just read that myself. Just got Rad Sickness. It's a very nice, pleasant flavor. Blueberry pear. Does not make me wish for a nuclear winter. Would recommend. Yeah, no, a lot of energies are gonna fucking make you feel like you're gonna want to fucking have a nuclear winter. Yeah, I put it back on. Oh, sorry. Yeah, don't worry about it. So yeah, it's a really, really great product, and I highly recommend it. Go use my code. Help the Lily Waifu Cup. Oh, there we go.
Just got rad sickness. It's a very nice, pleasant flavor. Blueberry, pear. Does not make me wish for a nuclear winter. Would recommend.
Yeah, it's super tasty. Oh, no. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry. Oh, I played it like 7 times because I paused it first. But yeah, stay hydrated. Vine boom. Go, get gsupps. Use my code. Hubby just called me an absolute moongoose.
I got the hubby meme review in my recommended and I got halfway through it and was reminded of the SPLOH bugger and I refused to suffer alone.
Oh no! Thanks so much for the super!
Currently drinking only Fox out of a Skuchan cup.
Yeah, exactly. They have cups for a ton of creators and they have waifu cups in general if you don't want to wait for a while for launch. Alright, number 7! Nilou. Now, Sumeru actually had a lot of very, very good units, but when it came down to, like, narrowing it down for this review, I think that Nilou won out for me. She has such a cute design, and the dancer aesthetic showed so clearly throughout. Nilou's super cute, too. I think most of my favorite units are the Hydro Girls. I'm sorry, they have the best designs. Nilou I like because, like, she perfectly encapsulates Sumeru's design philosophy, which is very ornamental, but still, very, very pretty. Like, this was when designs for MiHoYo started getting a little bit busier, but given the region, it made a lot of sense, so it didn't at all feel overbearing. Nilou's also a dancer. She has, like, such great movement overall as a character. And she's, of course, a Hydro unit, because Hydro Girlies fucking slap. Hydro Girlies have the best designs in this game, I'm sorry, like... No thoughts at MD. There is nothing in there. Yeah, the belly dancing vibe is quite visible there. It's a very sexy outfit, but she still wears it in a way that's really, really cute. It's just a really good vibe. Like, Nilou is just adorable. She also has, like, one of my favorite trailers in the entirety of Genshin Impact. Yeah, Hu Tao was, like, at the beginning. Let's see her 3D. So, the 3D model for Nilou, I love looking at it in detail because of the sheer amount of embellishments that they put on this, but they did it in such a way that the design did not at all feel overbearing or heavy. If you notice immediately, also she has a back tattoo. She's some of the few units that have tattoos. Which is in a nice red color, a lotus flower, absolutely beautiful. The skin itself is completely symmetrical. There is nothing that is distracting your eye here at all. And the reason why, it's because she has so many little bits of ornamentations and things that contour her body, gold dingly-dangly, tassels, bows, that if you made this design asymmetrical, it would fall apart. It needed that order and that symmetry because that way you could appreciate all the little details all the more. Like the gold that's keeping her sleeves puffed up, the little chains on the back of the bow, those same chains are on the front of the outfit as well. The veil with the pretty fabric, the horns that frame her face super nicely. I love that we gave her red hair because that really makes the blue pop on her outfit. It's a really nice color that just complements the cool tone of the outfit itself. Gorgeous use of jewelry here, all over her hips, on her chest, on her arms, even on the bows that she's wearing. Like, and it's so pretty, so well realized, and it does fit the Sumeru vibe so well. It just looks gorgeous. I haven't seen any of her other skins. I want to talk mainly about the base design she was introduced with because it's very, very strong. She also has grippers out with like blue nail polish. MiHoYo, come on! It's so adorable! Those horns are not natty. No, Nilou does not have horns. Nilou is completely human. The horns are part of her headdress. It's a festival headdress. But I genuinely love what they did with her. I also really like the back tattoo because it's so sexy, chat. It's such a sexy little detail that, like, the outfit is backless only to show the tattoo. And it doesn't feel like it's backless for no reason. If the tattoo hadn't been there, I would have been like, what the fuck, why is the back open? But thanks to the tattoo, I don't feel like it's wasted space.
Hi. First time joining the stream. I really love your character skin reviews.
Thank you.
Do you also have plans on character review collab with other artists?
Not currently, no. I tend to do these reviews on my own. I'm not opposed to it, but it would have to be a franchise that we were both familiar with. Thanks so much for the super. I've seen her doing meme dances on YouTube. Everybody in Genshin has done meme dances on YouTube. I love the puffy sleeves. It's a very, very solid design. I like it a lot. Shantae coated. I mean, Sumeru is around that type of region, yeah. Have you seen the other skin? No. I know that she does have some, but I want to focus on mainly the base skins. Okay, I can show it, though. Let's see it. If I don't like it, though, I'm moving on immediately. Huh? Okay, that's actually very pretty. Reminds me of Kokomi. That's very, very pretty. I'm glad to see that we kept Nilou completely symmetrical, even with the skins. I was afraid that they were gonna gank it. That's gorgeous. Look at her hair! The big curls, that's so pretty! With the pearls. Okay, miHoYo, all right. I'm not disappointed. That is absolutely gorgeous. Adorable magical girl vibes. A lot of ruffles, cute little flowers. We respect her color scheme. Grippers! Oh, and this one is, hold on. Tremem gold for the grippers. This one is feet. This one is feet. Give Lily feet. Where did the tattoo go? Oh, does the tattoo disappear? Does the tattoo not permanent? Oh yeah, they got, well, to be fair, she can't have the tattoo in this skin. It would ruin the butterfly on her back completely. She's so pretty. Oh, I like this skin a lot, actually. I love the hair. Absolutely beautiful. Good job, miHoYo. I thought they were gonna biff it. Lily Snifa emote when I need to make one. It could be a henna tattoo. Probably be something like henna. Like, wasn't Sumeru like Indian / Arabic and all that jazz? All in all, Nilou's a very, very good unit. Very strong. All right. You still need the twerking necromorph emote. Oh, that one I'm working on it. That one is all animated, just needs color. Number 6, baby! Okay, we're getting to the real meat and potatoes now. Okay. My girl! Fucking idiot! The dumbest character in Genshin Impact. If this was Rate Genshin Impact's character's intelligence on a scale from 10 to 1, A would win 1 for dumbest. Alright? I love her. Her writing was terrible. Absolutely god-awful. But her character design is goated, okay? A is beautiful. A is one of those designs in Genshin.
I didn't expect A to be this high.
You know what? Me neither, but when I was looking through design, she was up there. Thanks so much for the bits. Take her off the beach, please. A is one of those units in Genshin that also has an ungodly amount of porn. And a lot of it is AI generated, and a lot of it has horse penises, okay? Don't ask me how I know that. It's Jaeger. Like, for all of the fucking writing issues that I had with fucking Inazuma at the time, I love her design to bits. Like, she fits the very archetype of a thunder goddess, I'm sorry. It's such a unique take on a kimono as well. It's patterned beautifully. Like, it's a very, very strong look. A lot of porn with Yaya, too. Like, yeah, it's a gorgeous design. The color scheme is super cohesive. The sword coming out of the fucking titty, mama. That fucking meme got overdone to filth. It's coming out of her sternum, not her tits. And everybody was like, here, look at the sword. It's really fun and ornamental and, like, all over the place. But, like, baby girl, you dumb. Like, baby girl, you dumb. All right? Like, titty sword. I like A for many reasons. Her intelligence is not one of them. I've drawn A bunch, actually. Let's look at her 3D model so I can actually break down all the great elements that she has. Purple's one of the best hair colors, not gonna lie. She rocks a purple aesthetic all throughout. So, okay, A's design is one of my favorites in the Inazuma region and one of the best ones that Genshin has because it's such a flawlessly beautiful deconstruction of a very ornamental kimono. Instead of making like a really, really long dress, we made it shorter, we made it a little bit flirtier. She still has both long sleeves, mind you. It's just that one of them is actually tied up onto her pauldron. And this is actually very, very common in Japan, that if you have really long kimono sleeves and you need to make good use of your arms, and actually I think that this is the hand that A uses for her sword, you would tie your sleeves back up. So that's a really cool cultural bit that they added. I also really like that she has legs for days, okay? So much leggy. The black stockings are super sexy. Red accents throughout are beautiful. They remind me of Yae as well. Like, Yae has purple accents and A has red accents. These two idiots are actually a duo, so, like, they fit together really, really well. The patterns on the kimono are gorgeous because they remind you of, like, her Field of Eternity bullshit, but they also fit that, like, thunder bit as well because they kind of look like a cloudy sky. But they're done in, like, very desaturated shades of purple. Her hair is super long. It has a really nice gradient. She has Twilight Sparkle-ass hair, but I think it suits her. It actually glows if she's doing, like, attacks and bullshit. Her obi's a really nice, cool red color. The thing to admire about A's design is just the amount of embellishment that went into this character and how well balanced it is. She is an Archon, so she is one of the most powerful units in Genshin Impact. And they had to kind of, like, show that in the design as well. Also, fun thing about A is that underneath that, like, light purple cloudy kimono, she's wearing a bodysuit. She's wearing a bodysuit that, like, ties at the neck and becomes those cute little baby short shorts that she has. This was in the era where, like, Genshin put the little baby short shorts on everybody. Because they couldn't show undies. It's absolutely beautiful, though. A lot of really nice use of purple here and there, but I like that they kept it desaturated and kind of, like, cloudy sky looking, and they kept the majority of the saturation in the purples for her eyes and her hair. Is this one of those designs that will make Ufotable Minecraft themselves? Yes. This is a design that, beautiful, does not work for 2D animation. No, no, no. Like, once they start working on Genshin proper, I'm pretty sure that Ufotable is going to have to install nets around their buildings, because recreating these patterns in 2D is going to be impossibly difficult. I've never worked with Genshin characters clothed for animation for precisely this reason. When I had to draw them clothed for comics, I would pray to God every day that I would not become as gods. If I was doing that now, I would jump off my balcony. Because these are not designs that are geared towards animation, but for game, they work really well.
Okay, small personal trivia. The reason I played Genshin for the first time is because A banner was up and she completely charmed me. But I couldn't build her because I needed to reach Inazuma just to get her mats.
Whoops.
F your upgrade system.
Whoops! Yeah, no, the Genshin upgrade system is something. I think that they made it a bit easier now, though. Wait, A has a hood? No, it's just the back of the kimono. Okay, so, like, kimonos, right? Good kimonos, high-quality kimonos, have a dip in the back that shows the nape of the neck. Especially the really, really big, fancy ones. That's what this is. A has her Archon tattoo on the nape of her neck. You can't really see it here, but it's in here. There it is, yeah. A's Archon tattoo, every Archon has one of these. Zhongli has it up his arms, up and down his arms. Venti has it, I think, on his leg and on his bussy chest. And A has it on the nape of her neck. Every single Archon has one of these. But yeah, beautiful design, super sexy, rocks that goddess aesthetic. 10 out of 10, I would say, one of MiHoYo's best. Ah yes, the state of pornography in Japan that resulted in a neck nape faders. That's what they thought was attractive at the time. Okay, so before we get into the top 5, I'm going to give some honorable mentions. Characters that almost made the cut, but not quite, and I'm gonna explain why, alright? There's a bunch of these. Sorry to deconfirm waifus. It's like a Smash fucking, like a Smash deconfirming trailer. Honorable mentions, alright? Oh no, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt some feelings, I'm sorry. I'm ready for the hate in the comments, I don't give a rat's ass. I'm completely right. How many? Like 5? Okay, so special mentions! We begin with Candace. Now, Candace, I love her design. I think she's also one of the really good units in Sumeru. However, she's not as strong as Nilu or even Nahida. Like, I think that Candace is an honorable mention for me because her aesthetic being like so ancient Egyptian coded is really, really strong. But I think that Candace needed a little bit more oomph to make it into the top 15. And you know what would have really helped? Darker skin. Like, slightly darker, a bit more tanned, and she would have looked great. And also make the eye color the same color, and she would have been right up there. Like, she's a great unit. She's super pretty, and I love the ancient Egypt aesthetic, but she didn't quite make the cut for me because she was missing a little something, you know? Just a little bit of something. And she also has a little bit of that MiHoYo asymmetry that I don't particularly like. She's also a 4-star, mind you. She has a pretty embellished design for a 4-star, but like, one of her sleeves is up and the other one isn't, and like not in the same way that makes sense, like with like one of them is like a capelet and the other one is like a sleeve. Like, why is that a thing? I love the embellishment on the back. Why does she have like those stupid baby short shorts? Like, she should just be wearing like fucking leggy out. Like, the ancient Egyptian aesthetic, it's there, but it's missing something. I do like it. I think that darker skin would have also really benefited her. Like, she's just tanned, I'm sorry. If we turn up the toast level to like 2 more, she would have looked even better, I feel. Gripper. She does have gripper, she does. So like, yeah, that's why Candace is an honorable mention and not in the top 15. All right, the next honorable mention. She also has heterophobia, so cool. It's Linny and Lynette. These two idiots. Now, you'll be wondering why the fuck these two are not in my top 15, considering the fact that I'm obsessed with both of them. I love them to bits. I've drawn them a bunch. Simple. Their designs are a unit, but their gameplay is not. Like, they don't come together as, like, if they had been, like, the two characters at the same time, I would have liked them a lot more, but they came together as, like, separate units. On their own, their designs are good, but not super strong. As a unit, though, if you put Linny and Lynette in, like, the same room, their concept is so fucking strong. Like, I think that they need each other for the design to truly show you the full potential. Not worthy because gameplay. No, it's not a gameplay thing. It's more that, like, as a unit, they look so much better than they do apart. Like, Lynette on her own is very, very cute. I love the giant bow. I love her, like, little, like, showmanship outfit and all that jazz.
It's kinda interesting. When the Natlin characters were first shown, some folks did some edits to give them darker skin. And honestly, looked better.
They did. I don't know why they're so fucking afraid of melanin. Thanks so much for the super. But yeah, like, if you put Linny on her own, on his own, he looks fine, just like a little twink magician. If you put Lynette on her own, she looks fine, just like, showgirl kitty. But if you put them together, it's like, oh, magician and his assistant. I think that since they don't, like, come together as a unit in-game, except for, like, cutscenes, their designs don't show off as strong. Like, let me show you why. Like, this is Lynette's model. Lynette, her model is super fucking cute. She has, like, the checkered pattern. She has, like, the eye makeup. She definitely looks like some form of, like, circus showgirl, right? Very, like, rococo, a lot of ruffles, very, very cute. Cat girl, adorable, right? And then you have, and then Linny with her, right? She's right up here. Who also happens to be a 5-star and not a 4-star like she is. Linny is also Twink Magician. They share similar design philosophy. They have the same amount of ruffles, the same checkered pattern, tattoos on different eyes and all that jazz. Except Linny's not a catboy. Wasted opportunity, Mikoyo. Linny's not a catboy. So, by themselves, they're good designs, but I think that they shine the most as a unit. I think that as the twin magician and magician's assistant, they look dapper as fuck. Super fucking cool. A great design. But they needed to be together. And unfortunately, the way that MiHoYo works would have made that impossible. They can't do a cloak and dagger in Genshin Impact. The cat twink. It's really weird to me that one of them is a 4-star and only one of them is a 5-star. Well, they need to give you units for Fontaine to start out with. He should have been a cat. I agree. Okay, the next honorable mention is Paimon! Now, okay, get all the jokes about wanting to yeet her into a cliff off of your system. Go. Go. While this is, narratively, the most annoying unit in the game, she's not even a unit, Paimon has a good design. Paimon has a really, really pretty design, I'm sorry. Like, she kind of fits that, like, tiny dipshit goblin imp thing. But she has, like, a really cute celestial design. She's very squishy. She's a good mascot character, you know? Like, I want to head pat. She's very cute. She has a great scarf, and, like, she has, like, just a very, very cute outfit. Like, Paimon's, like, folly is that she never shuts the fuck up. That's literally the only thing wrong with Paimon. And when they reveal Paimon to be an uber sexy woman, I'm gonna be like, baby girl, I liked you when you were annoying, okay? Like, emergency food. Yeah, like, the emergency food has a really good design. I am sorry, she's super adorable. She has, like, a celestial motif. She shows up in everything. It's a really nice, simple little baby bodysuit with, like, crown embellishments on the sleeves and, like, bottoms. Adorable little baby socks, super cute boots. Like, Paimon is just cute. It reminds me of you, except short and not pink. Eh, baby! All Archons have demon names, and Paimon has a demon name. Paimon is named after a king of hell, yes. Her voice just kept getting more high-pitched. Oh, it just kept going up and up and up and up!
Before anyone goes, well, Lyney is not a cat boy because story reasons. Here's my question. Who wrote the story?
Exactly,
and what
Wave.
stopped them from writing the story in a way that he's a cat boy?
Exactly!
Also, not Dragalia is better. Paimon, don't at me.
Eh, baby. But yeah, Paimon I like a lot. Paimon is a really cute unit, and she has a really great design. Okay, this one's gonna ruffle some feathers. I hope not, but, like, it's gonna. And I have to apologize. But not really. I have to apologize to nobody! Because it's fucking Arlecchino! Like, okay. Before you guys bite my head off. Arlecchino is one of those characters that is almost there. She got so close, chat. She was almost there. However, and I need the 3D model to do this because I need to show you guys the miHoYo-isms that are very, very prevalent in her designs. However, Arlecchino is wearing the illusion of a suit. And that bugs me, okay? From far away, Arlecchino looks like a super strong unit. And she almost made it to the top 15 because of that. She has a really solid color scheme, a very intriguing set of designs, great shoes, great pants, very interesting face. But if you zoom in, her coat is put together with hopes and dreams, all right? The sleeves look great, and the lapel looks great, but then you go to the back, and it's like, how are you attached? How are you attached? There's like 2 or 3 layers of coats that are sewn to nowhere. That spine thing looks like metal, but seems to be attached to nothing. There is random holes in the actual coat that make no sense, like here, like why? It seems to be made of metal, but also not made of metal. They didn't, like, the back of the coat is completely split down the middle. How is that staying on? Like, the main reason why Arlecchino is not it for me is because if you see that spine thing goes down to her pants. How is that jacket staying on? There is no way in God's green earth that a jacket that is only attached at, like, the neckline that has that much fabric and that much weight would stay on. And that's the reason why Arlecchino did not make it to the top 15, because she is wearing the illusion of a suit. This should fall apart. If you guys want to hear a funny story, right? So let me tell you another reason why she didn't make it. When I first saw Arlecchino, I fell in love with the character. I thought she was super fucking cool and I wanted to draw her immediately. So I decided to design her some lingerie. Now, at the time, Arlecchino was not... It was just when the unit released. And I needed some references. But she had just come out, so there was not a lot of stuff on the wiki yet, right? So I went and I dug up her concept art, which was technically a leak, but at that point it wasn't a leak anymore. And I worked with the concept art. And it wasn't only until I was halfway through designing this outfit that I actually managed to get some decent in-game refs and found out that her coat was completely fucking different. But how is that a problem, Lee? It is a problem because I had already seen the story cutscenes. My brain fucking did not interpret the miHoYoism shapes and the weird asymmetry and the really strange use of shapes that she had, when I looked at the leaked concept art, after remembering how I saw her in game, I was like, yeah, this is the same pattern. And that is a problem, chat. I'm pretty sure most of you guys know she has a suit, but if someone asks you to draw it with full details, you will not be able to do it. I am pretty sure I could put her in a completely different suit, and you guys would think it's the same one. Because that happened to me. And that's why she's not up there. That's why she almost made it. She came so close, chat. She came so fucking close. I really do like her, and I think the design is, from far away, fucking goated, but it does fall into miHoYoisms that made me not put her in the top 15. I would die if I had to. Like, literally, I saw the concept art, and then I saw some cutscenes again, and I was like, wait a minute. Okay, and this is my very last special mention, which, it's, yeah, and the only reason he's in here is, I'm down cataclysmic for this man. I know he's terrible. I don't give a shit. Whatever, let's keep going. Top 5, chat! Ratman. Top 5. Hombre rata.
Honestly, valid criticisms for her outfit.
Thank you.
But she almost made it, and that's okay with me. For me, it's more her personality and character that makes me love her more than anything.
Oh, which is completely understandable, but from a character design standpoint, she does fail at a pretty critical level, so that's why. All right, top 5. Hi. Daddy. Like, okay. Like, yes, there will be men in this fucking thing, because, like, Also, it's like, Hydro stays winning, I'm sorry. Like, I love Nouvelette. I love Nouvelette. Everything about him, from writing to his stupid personality, that's a milquetoast personality, but he's so pretty, it's okay, to how weird he is. And the thing I like about Nouvelette is that Nouvelette, despite the fact that he's not dressed like a judge, feels like a judge. He hates dry food. He can't. He needs to slurp it. Like, by the decree of the Oratrice Mécaniste and Elise Cardinal, and insert the rap here, editors, go. He is so beautiful. It, like, completely fits with the Baroque, super, like, pretty French Fontaine aesthetic, but he looks like a judge. He looks like a vampire judge that's going to judge me for all of my sins, and I'm gonna let him. Like, hi, daddy. He has such a beautiful outfit. Such, like, aura farming stance. He feels powerful, okay? Ugh. And he has such a great face! He's just like a judge. He's judging you. He is judging you. Like, he's just one of the prettiest units in this fucking game. And he fits his theme spot on. Like, let me show you guys the 3D model for this absolute water Durgan vampire daddy of a thing, okay? Like, I do want to be judged by Nouvelette. I would be unworthy. So Nouvelette, right? Nouvelette has a really interesting outfit because he has a very long coat on the front and on the back. Normally, miHoYo likes to do coats that are shorter on the back, shorter on the front and longer on the back for male units. Nouvelette, though, looks like he's wearing judge's robes because he is. That's his thing. He's the judge. He's like presiding over every trial, right? He has like that really beautiful cape doublet thing that he's wearing. The nice little tassels. His hair is super long. He has like those little antenna things that like hint at the fact that he's not human. Pointy ears that hint at the fact that he's not human. Beautiful makeup, and like he fits into the aesthetic for Fontaine, but at the same time, not really. Because he has a lot of like more almost ancient looking patterns on his fabric that point to the fact that he is much, much older than most people in that fucking courtroom. He's also ridiculously water-themed. The back of his coat looks like sunlit waves. The fucking bits of on the off cape he has on top of his sleeves look like flowing rivers as well. There's a lot of great fluidity to Nouvelette's design while still fitting in with Fontaine's very, like, over-embellished aesthetic, because that's, like, the vibe with Fontaine. That's what they wanted to do, and they actually did it masterfully. His hair is, like, white, like a judge tied back with a bow, similar to, like, how judges' wigs were tied at the back. It has an absolutely gorgeous ribbon on it. He has, like, very, like, tight, fitting, like, pant thigh boot things. Because he has, like, just that, and then, his, like, blue pants. Overall, a beautiful, completely cold color scheme. There is not an iota of warmth on this character, because he's water. He is water. Like, Nouvelette's thing is just, I am the water Durgan, that's it. He is cold and kind of emotionless, like, eerily beautiful, almost inhuman. And it just really, really shows in his design. It's so well executed, and I think that's why it's one of the strongest units that Genshin has. Become as liquid. He's a water noodle. Yeah, he likes to drink water from different places and then tell you about it. It's very cute, you know, he's weird. But that's why we like him. In his voice lines, he wants to, like, sue all the Archons. He wants to judge all of them! He wants to judge all of them. Water nerd.
I want to make fun of your love of rat men. But then I realized my taste in men is either femboys or blonde, pretty rat men.
Yeah, well, there you go. Like, we all have our questionable taste in men. Thanks so much for the demo. Okay, number 4. Let's go. Number 4 is... Everyone's gonna be judged except Farina. Speaking of which, yeah, she is! There she is! By far my favorite Archon out of the bunch. Hydro Girlies stay winning. One of the best designs that Genshin Impact has. It is bratty, it is theatrical, it is adorable. She has 2 color schemes as well. We can see them both. She is French as fuck! And the very embodiment of, like, theatricality. It's a great unit. It definitely feels like, I am the god of water and everybody will listen to me, but, like, you can tell that she's full of shit. And that's why we like Farina, you know? This is just Lily, but younger. I mean, I'm not that bratty, but yeah. Aggressively French. She's so fun. Like, Farina has a great design because, again, it fits Fontaine's aesthetic to a T. Absolutely beautiful. Perfect. But it also is, like, very distinctly more embellished, royal, regal almost, while being incredibly playful. She is actually the best written character in Genshin. I do agree, yes. Brat winning. Brat Hydro Girlies winning. Aqua but Showgirl. Yeah, let me show you guys the 3D model, because, like, Farina has some interesting tidbits. Farina has 2 designs. She's like Hu Tao in the sense that, like, she's a very flat, thicky character. So, like, Farina has 2 different designs, a light and a dark one. This is the light one. This is the one that you see her throughout most of the story. I actually really dig this one because I love the contrast between the white suit and the blue overcoat. It's absolutely stunning. I love all of the ruffles. I love the lace. I love her top hat that looks like a crown. The almost crown-like embellishments on her on her cuffs. The big bow with her fake as shit vision. Like, the gold ornaments. All those, like, little details on the fabric. Her eyes as well. Like, Farina is water. Like, completely water. She's so fucking cute. She has, like, really cute, ruffly baby shoes with adorable socks. Like, her shoes are very, like, French Revolution. And then the ruffles on the sock are just so adorable. It's funny because, like, while she was the water Archon, I still call her an Archon regardless, you know? Like, she also looks like a ringmaster for a circus. Which is, in a way, kind of like what her deal was in Fontaine. She was, like, running the show. Everything was a show to her. Everything was entertainment to her. This version also has really, really long hair, and I do like that she has a jellyfish cut because her hair does look like a jellyfish. It's very, like, a lot of volume on the top, and then it thins down at the bottom and gets more volume on the bottom. Again, it fits with the water theme. She also has a great color scheme. Much like Nouvelette, there is not an iota of a warm tone here to be seen. Everything is in cool shades of blue and white and just brighter blues for accents, which it's doable. I would call this, except for the gold, that's the only thing that I would say is a bit warm, but it is on the cool side as well. I would say that her color palette is almost monochrome. Almost. 2 times pulled for her, 2 times got a double 5-star, must be a signal to get her to C6. Oh my god, no, don't do it! Her color switched to, yeah, and she also has another design. Now, this is the design that she was originally teased to be playable with. She has shorter hair, the suit on the bottom is black, and the back of the outfit is black. I like them both equally, but I do think that the darker suit color and the ornament that she has on the back of her coat, it's way more regal. This shows to me someone who has changed, who has grown, who has actually seen her fair share of shit, but still has a very elegant composure. I love the bow on the back to bits. It's so, so, so beautiful. Everything about this outfit to me just, it's just Genshin at its peak. I do think that Genshin's designs peaked in Fontaine, because Fontaine, being very French Rococo, actually let them play with their strongest design element, which was the over-embellishment. The MiHoYo design philosophy likes to add a lot of detail to outfits, and that doesn't work with every single aesthetic. However, with something like Fontaine is where their design philosophy really shined, because they were allowed to add a lot of details, a lot of embellishments, a lot of little bits and boops here that fit so well with the aesthetic, because of course it's super busy, it's French! And it's like Rococo French too, which is so exaggerated, so over the top, and so festive and cute. Like, actually, Farina does need a little triangle from me just because she's such a good design. And the fact that both her light and dark versions have such a strong presence just tells you how well thought out this character is. People joke that Farina is the dev's favorite Archon, and I think it's true. I think it is a little bit, you know? So yeah, this is to me where Genshin's designs peaked. But we still have some more characters, so let's keep that going. Rina was designed by a woman, so the Hoyo design formula was not touched. No, they did use it, but they paced themselves. So the top 3, let's go. The last 3 for this, are actually characters that I'm not super familiar with, but the designs are goated, so let's see. The third best design for Genshin Impact for me is Misandrome. Now, I do think that she is one of the Fatui Harbingers, but she has one of the strongest looks, one of the best, absolutely best themes in this entire fucking game. Coombs, I don't think she's playable at the moment. I don't know if she's like an NPC, but she's been in the game at this point, so I can talk about her. What element is she? I do not know. So the cool thing I like about her is that A, she comes with a big robot. That's like her thing. She has big robot butler, and it looks like a big robot butler. I love it. And she is also a mechanical doll. She has a big wind-up key on the back. She is wearing a very pretty, very delicate outfit that highlights that key. There is something like mischievous and almost like little baby sinister about her, but she's still so fucking pretty. Beautiful shoes, beautiful dress, absolutely gorgeous silhouette. She fits that like porcelain doll, wind-up doll aesthetic so seamlessly. And this is actually a unit that has been designed for a while. She's not a new design, you guys. She's actually been conceptualized for a long time because she showed up when they first showed everybody in the Fatui. Close enough. Like, yeah, like she's a good one. I would say she's a very, very good one. She kind of reminds me of like Rosen Maiden almost, like with those big like foofy skirts, a lot of ruffles, a lot of nice details, but they're well put together details. It has a really nice sense of flow, great chemistry, great use of repetition. I love the wind-up key being one of the focal points for the character. Her face is obviously gorgeous, but I do think that the thing that makes her stand out is the wind-up key on her back. Like, yeah, absolutely beautiful. And I do have the model for her, even if she's not playable, NPCs are in this site. If you see her, though, you will very easily be able to tell that she is one of the designs that Genshin did pretty early on, because there are no random holes anywhere. The character designs are almost completely symmetrical. There is a really nice sense of flow and play with shapes. There's a lot of thought and a lot of like purpose with making her look and feel like a little baby mechanical doll. She has like the tights, she has like the skirt that's asymmetrical but with good flow to it. She has great red accents, beautiful use of gold, nice black outfit throughout. The like wind-up key is on the front patterned and on the back, like those three things, like right there, front and back. Absolutely gorgeous, looks like a flower. Beautiful ruffles, beautiful use of silhouette. It's actually a design that I've seen in the past, but I never got a chance to look at it with more detail until now, because now she has had more screen time. She's actually from Fontaine. It checks out that you like her. Oh, that explains a lot. Yeah. This is actually an incredibly good design. I love her headdress to bits. Because, like, yeah, you look at her and you look at her face, and she looks like a porcelain doll. She's so delicate, so beautiful, almost melancholic in design, and it shows why she's one of the fucking strongest designs this game has. I don't know if she's going to be playable. I don't see a vision. Usually, if a character has a vision, they are playable. But I had to have NPCs be included here because some of the best designs that Genshin has is NPCs that show up in the story, do something, and then never show up ever again. You know? Sadly, we don't have the model of her big robot thing, but I can say that it fits the aesthetic of, like, her butler, you know? It's also very, very Fontaine, very, like, embellished, very, like, Rococo as well. Fits the vibe really, really well. But I genuinely love this unit. Also, this is, like, a conspiracy theory, but, like, there's people who think that Genshin, like, Teyvat is, like, part of Herta's simulated universe because this is, like, the symbol for it. Like, because she's also mechanical, she has Herta's hair color. Like, there's people who, like, genuinely do think this. I would be so sad if that was the case. Also, love the teal accent on her. So fucking beautiful. A doll and her coachman. A sad doll. A very pretty doll. That's a wild but interesting idea. Yep. But she's absolutely gorgeous. A beautiful design, gorgeous unit. Would the robot by itself make the list? Sadly, I have no way to see the assets, but I think he's a unit with Syndrome, so he has to be with her. The robot itself, though, is fairly fucking cool. Like, it definitely looks like Big Butler. They're using, like, the square shape philosophy for him, which is, you know, sturdy, strong, stubborn as a rock, super reliable. Definitely fits that vibe, and it's a high contrast to Syndrome's very petite and, like, sweet look. So I do think that it's a really nice contrast to have that robot there. Completely mechanical. Also, look at the robot grippers. That's so cute. Adorable. You know, it fits them really well. That robot is armed to the teeth. Good.
What if Star Rail is the Saint Elsewhere of video games, and every single video game is just part of Herta's sim universe?
That would be super fucking funny, though, although I would cry. All right. Okay, we're down to, like, the top two. We're down to the top two. These were actually pretty hard to pick out from all of the Genshin units that I liked. But the second best unit, design-wise, in Genshin Impact is... Get it! Okay, we've come so far. But sadly, only one of you guys can be America's Next Top Model. Genshin Impact's best design character. I was rooting for both of you. Both of you guys were in my heart. But out of both of you, beautiful ladies, only one of you guys can advance to the top. And sadly, I must say who didn't make it now. And the person who is not America's Next Top Model but came really fucking close is... El Capitano Cabrón. Now, this is a character that, first of all, hello! Hello! Like, where have you been? Where are you? Why did you get fucking fucking murked for fucking Mavuika of all people. This is such a bomb.com design. Finally, a man in Genshin Impact that's built like a brick shithouse and we yeeted him to the void? Why? Like, this is such a good design, I'm sorry. This is aura farming for the ages. It's so good, chat. Like, I'm so sad that this fucker was never made playable. I am so sad because if they had made this asshole playable, I would have dove right back in. I would have been like, yeah, give me big muscle fucking dangerous daddy. Like, destroy Aether's pussy, please. Like, the aura farming potential of this character is fucking real. He deserved better. Look at the model. Look at this. Look at this fucking shit. Genshin, where the fuck were you hiding this level of design riz that I only really fucking saw it until after Natelyn came out? Like, the coat, the patterns, the silhouette, the flow, the absolute audacity of this bitch to be this aura farming, this fucking strong of a silhouette, this great use of shapes, and then fucking die. Like, I don't know what I like best about this dude. Is it the big overcoat? Is it like the super strong military-esque helmet? Is it the chains that kind of look like a rib cage? Is it the fucking pimp daddy fur on the top? I don't know, mama, but I am obsessed with this design. It's so fucking good. I genuinely think that, like, someone in the MiHoYo design team said, like, a keyword, and the designer woke up like a sleeping agent and just fucking summoned, like, the fucking best design work of his life, and then this motherfucker came out. He can still come back, Lily, don't lose hope. He still has his rank. I hope he does. I hope he does, because this is the best design. Like, if he comes back, his design is gonna get ganked, though. Because usually when they make playable units, they change things. Please don't make it like Sunday, who went from being like, ooh, pimp dream daddy, to like hobo core. Please don't. Like, this is aura farming at its finest. The use of repetition is phenomenal. The color scheme is completely on point. He is threatening. He is large and in charge. It's pointy. It's beautiful. It's sinister. It's also square. Like, ugh. And very surprising for MiHoYo, this design makes complete sense. There is not an iota of nonsense about it. I could deconstruct this even if it's super embellished. It makes so much sense. It's so good. Il Capitano, I think, was also one of those units that was designed a while ago, mind you. But, God, he's cool. He's so cool, chat. I'm so sad that, like, it's not playable.
Technically, he's not dead. Just sleeping.
Bring him back. Thank you. Or even a boss. Just give me him more.
Glad a few others were saying it, because he really does kinda have a Kingdom Hearts flair to him.
He gives like a Heartless General, which I love. All right. It's time for America's Next Top Model, okay? The design that I think is probably the best in this whole entire fucking game. The design that I saw and I was like briefly considering coming right the fuck back because I was just flabbergasted by how good it was. And I was actually surprised this unit is playable. It dragged me. I was like, oh? And America's Next Top Model is... Columbina. Perfection. Pure, moonlit, angelic perfection! This is one of the most beautiful things I have ever seen MiHoYo make. Like, she's so beautiful, chat. Like, not only does she have an incredibly strong design, she has a very unique silhouette. And in the point of Hoyo, where we like to repeat the same silhouette 50 fucking times, she was a breath of fresh air. Look at that. Grippers, feet. Feet, beautiful feet. Angelic, delicate, beautiful. Sniffer, but respectfully. Like, respectfully, sniffer. She looks extraordinary times a million. She is absolutely stunning. All of that is hair. So much hair. Okay, she's on banner right now. I'm not doing it! No! I don't, like, if I come back right now, would I get, like, a bajillion primos because I haven't been around in a while? Would my luck stat make me get her immediately? Wait, no, I have, like, 800 wishes. I could go in, get her, and then pop right back out. I could go in, get her, and pop right back out! Oh, no. Perhaps. Don't you have, like, 500 pulls? I have, like, 800 pulls saved. Wait, no, like 500? 600? I could do it. I could do it. Do it live. I will, but let me talk about why she's America's Next Top Model first. Okay. So her silhouette is super different. But the thing I like about her is that she looks completely angelic. She's so beautiful. Like, barefoot, like floating on water, moonlit, beautiful flowers. Very gentle expression, the wings. I need to show you guys the 3D model for B now because I think that, like, that shows you the difference in silhouette. Do it. I am going back in. I'm just doing it to pull. If I can get, I can't build her because I haven't gotten that far, but like, look at the, okay, so look how good this silhouette is, please. So Bina has something that a lot of MiHoYo girlies don't have right now, which is an outfit that doesn't highlight the body skin tightly, okay? So Bina has a really great sense of flow, and it makes her feel divine because she looks like she's robed by moonlight. She's not like curvaceous, boobylicious or anything like that. She is petite, she is elegant, she looks like the goddess of the moon, which I think she is. She reminds me of an angel almost. She has like really weird shoes. Absolutely beautiful, like fucking sleeves. Everything about Bina is meant to be very delicate and beautiful. Like the jacket barely rests on her shoulder. She even has like a beautiful little baby blindfold, for fuck's sake. Like the wings are fucking adorable. Angelic motifs anywhere. Sniffa, but respectfully. Impossible heels. No cosplayer's gonna be able to make this. She almost reminds me of Kokomi with how well her outfit flows, because it feels like, you know, like water. She has some little asymmetrical embellishments here and there. But I do genuinely like it because the silhouette is so different to what I'm used to seeing from MiHoYo. Even if it's like open from the sides, if she stands still, the silhouette is not skin tight, and I like that. Even if there's like a little peak on the sides, it feels more like a tease than just, oh, look at all this skin, you know? I genuinely feel like Columbina's design is just meant to evoke like that tranquility, purity, divinity that definitely makes her a phenomenal looking character and unit, you know? Who's sniffing out here? She's very, very cute. She's very pretty. She also has a version that does not have the eye patch that shows her eyes, which are beautifully and almost reflective, you know? Absolutely stunning. I love this character to bits. You guys have no idea how much I like her. Like, I'm going back in for like 2 seconds and I'm pulling it. You guys might even get a comic out of this. I might go in to see the Nordcry story just because of how much I like her. Like, this design is so good that I'm tempted. I'm very, very tempted. Absolutely stunning. Like, Aether's about to go to town on that moon goddess. I'm sorry. Like, it's a beautiful design. I do think that it's Genshin's best. It's also one of the ones that, like, I bet it's had some rework, but it is older. Columbina's been around for a bit. The Nordcry story is all about her, by the way. Oh, then I need to play it if I want to make any content with it. But have you finished the plan yet? No, but I can skip it. I don't care. Like, I know the beats, I know what kind of happens, sort of, and I know that, like, Il Capitano gets yeeted into the void, but, like, he'll be fine, he's fine. So, yeah, that's why I like, Columbina the best, okay? She's such a good unit.
Columbina is also the Archon stand-in for Nordcry.
She's probably that powerful of a unit, then. I would have this artwork as my wallpaper, it's so fucking pretty. The story's getting better again, good.
And she has 3 sisters in-game. All super cute.
Aw, thank you so much for the super, that's cute. Okay. Let me just give my closing thoughts and then we're going in and I'm pulling because I need this unit desperately. So, while I do think that Genshin's design philosophy has changed a little bit over the years, and we've had some misses, a lot of misses, most of the plan was misses, for the most part, I still get the magic as to what made Genshin such a phenomenon in terms of gacha character designs. It's fun. It's so fun, and it's so over the top, and it's so pretty. it just gets people looking and looking for those details and trying to find those things that make a character special. Like, even though now I have a little bit of Hoyo fatigue, I will say I can still respect the love for the game, and I can still see why these, at the very least, these units have such strong designs. All in all, I do think that the Genshin team, still to this day, has some bangers, and that may they continue making many, many more. And if you don't play Genshin for anything, at the very least, check out the character designs, because they do have some interesting stuff in there. They do commit some character designer faux pas, but I'm willing to ignore them for the most part, because they do have some very good units. And when the game first started, it wasn't all like that. I do think that they do really good work overall, and that Genshin has a really unique aesthetic. It's so unique that whenever anybody tries to copy it, the characters just look like random bullshit go, you know? Like, I think that, like, there's a method between in Genshin's madness, and that's why I like it a lot. And if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Which waifu did you guys want up here? Who didn't make it? Tell me all about it in the comments. Fight your demons. And remember to go get some gsupps. Use code KingGamation at checkout for 10% off. I am logging the fuck in, and I am getting that baby. Even if I can't switch my face. Because I can't actually use my expressions when I'm playing Genshin. Fuck it! I'm going in. I need it desperately. We're pulling. We're doing it. I have like 800 wishes saved. I might as well use them now. Bennett is America's next top model. There were dudes in this. There were men in this, you know.
What is your opinion on Inefa's character design laughing face?
I'm not familiar with it, actually. Thank you. You still have it installed? Yeah. Do I?
Can you explain why Sucrose wasn't in the top 15?
Because there were stronger units than her. If I was doing like a top 30, she would have probably been in there. We're not less back to playing Genshin. No, I'm just going into pull. Oh, there's a new Hoyoverse launcher. Fuck. Oh, well, shit, I have to update that. Oh, right, I have Hoyo Play now. Yes, Hoyo Play. MiHoyo's getting mad at me because I'm using the old launcher. Alright, update, go. Please don't take 12 years. I have such fast internet that it shouldn't do that now. 130 gigabyte update later. I want her! Yeah, if it had been like a top 30, then Sucrose would have been in there, but like, no, it was top 10, top 15, so.
What was the final lineup? I was really late.
Final lineup, like, can someone in chat summarize? How many gigabytes is it? Wait, 29 minutes? Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna pull this on my own then. Oh, wait, no, it's going down. Okay. She's worth it, trust. No, I'm doing it.
You should watch Columbina's character trailer to where she flies. It's incredibly stunning.
I might later. Thanks so much for the super. Opinions on Dia, just asking. Dia's okay, but not the strongest design that they have. Dia has some Hoyoisms here and there. If a character was left out, it was either because their design made no sense or they had a lot of Hoyoisms. A lot of things that were basically, like, impossible or busy to the point of ridicule. You know what? Yeah, we can watch Bina's trailer while we wait for the game to update. What about Chaskla and Tangontiger? I did not like the Nutland designs. I liked Maulani, and that's about it. They were way too modern for Genshin. Beidou or Ningguang? Beidou's pretty solid, very, very strong. Alright, let's see her trailer. I haven't looked at Genshin anything in like 12 years, Jesus. Was Navia one of the Hoyozumas? No, Navia almost made the cut, but Furina beat her out. Did you check the Nateland designs? If I checked the Nateland designs, I saw all of them, I would have not been nice. I did forget an honorable mention, which was the stupid cow from Nateland, which was like good design, just not for Genshin. She would have fit in Zenless. Will you ever do the 15 worst Genshin designs? Wave, do you want someone to come to my house and shoot me with a Hoyo gun in Minecraft? No. I can't do worst anything because it's going to turn into like a negative Nancy fest, and we don't want that. It's better to talk about like the good things. If I do bottom 15, I will fear for my safety. It would be content, but it would just be me getting mad for like an hour and then people getting mad at me in the comments. Yeah, Varessa, I think she would have been better in Zenless than in Genshin. What would a Hoyogun look like? Whatever the fuck they're styling with the Fatui. Okay. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh! Oh, that's so beautiful. Like moon dust. Oh, wait, is that the wish screen? Motherfucker, are you responsible for that? Oh, groupers. The wings on the back of her hair, come on. That's gorgeous. Disney princess. So beautiful. Ugh. She is literally a Disney princess, you guys. Oh. Fatui soldiers, I'm guessing. Fire the grippers on cold iron floor now, baby. Aww. This is an incredibly beautiful unit. God, the color scheme is insane. Oh, it might, yeah. Ebo. Ebo? That is beautifully animated. Oh. Genshin's, like, actual CG animations are always so pretty. I like Zenless's because they're very, like, goofy, but for Genshin, they tend to be very, like, beautiful. Oh my god, that's gorgeous. Ugh! Stunning. Jesus, Genshin gets hard carried by the cinematics at the end of the events. That's fucking beautiful. Vanished. Vanished by the light of the moon. Give me that bird. She's so delicate, you guys. It's so beautiful. So, so beautiful.